Have you ever felt like you just want to find a place where you can breathe a little easier? Not the kind of place you escape to for a few days, only to come back to the exact same rhythm. I mean somewhere your pace naturally slows down. Somewhere the months go by and you're not constantly bracing yourself for rising bills, higher costs, that quiet pressure of feeling like you're running without even knowing what you're running toward. And if you've lived long enough to understand what's actually worth holding on to, maybe you've realized something too. What you're looking for isn't flash or excitement anymore. It's stability, peace of mind, a long-term plan that you can actually control. In today's video, we're going to look at two homes in Tuscany, two very different settings, but with one detail that makes people stop and look twice. Prices starting from just 12,000 euros. We're not here to rush you into anything. We're just walking through this together to see more clearly what a different kind of life might look like and whether it fits your story. All right, let's begin. Piazza al Cerchio isn't the kind of town that makes you say wow in the first 5 seconds. It's more the kind of place you understand only after you imagine yourself living there for a while. You wake up, open the door, and the hills of Garfagnana are still holding that cool morning air. The streets aren't rushing anywhere. People greet each other slowly. The day moves with the light, not with appointments on a calendar. In places like this, the sense of safety doesn't come from excitement. It comes from things being just enough, quiet enough to rest, connected enough to not feel isolated, surrounded by enough nature that you actually feel like you're breathing. And in that setting, there's a house that makes you pause, not because it's perfect, but because the entry point feels almost unbelievably light. This one is in Sant'Anastasio, part of Piazza al Cerchio. The asking price is 12,000 euros for about 113 square meters. That works out to roughly 106 euros per square meter. In Tuscany, that number feels unusual. Now compare that to the broader benchmark. The province of Lucca averages around 3,617 euros per square meter as of January 2026. That's a huge gap. This property sits far below the provincial frame. On paper, that creates a strong entry buffer, as long as you're realistic about renovation costs that come after the purchase. The layout is classic Casa di Paese. 2 levels, roughly 110 to 113 square meters. Inside, you have the main living areas and one very easy-to-picture detail for colder months, a living room with a fireplace. There's also a cellar and storage space, and in village homes, those secondary spaces matter more than people expect. They keep the main living floor clean, organized, practical. The listing clearly states second-hand to be renovated. So let's be honest, this is not a buy it and move in tomorrow property. It's a low-budget renovation project. You enter at a low price, and then step by step, you turn it into something livable year-round. What keeps the story interesting, though, is how functional the town itself still is, even though you're in a mountain area. For essentials, there's Farmacia Piazza El Cerchio right in town, Banco BPM is in town, there's a local comprehensive school serving the community. For quick grocery needs, Carrefour Express is about 3.2 kilometers away. And for many people, especially older buyers, connectivity matters. Piazza El Cerchio has its own train station right in town. There's also a bus stop outside the station with extra urban routes, meaning you're not completely dependent on a car. If you need a larger medical facility, Ospedale Santa Croce in Castelnuovo di Garfagnana is about 16 kilometers away, typically around 15 minutes by car under normal conditions, close enough that long-term living doesn't feel cut off. Now let's talk about lifestyle value, and this is where Garfagnana quietly shines. You're surrounded by nature that's actually usable. Parco Naturale dell'Orecchiella is about 5.6 kilometers away. Lago di Vagli around 7.1 kilometers. Gramolazzo and Lago di Gramolazzo roughly 8 kilometers. These are places for walking, picnics, sitting by the water, clearing your head. If you want the sea, Versilia and Viareggio are about 69 kilometers by road. If you prefer winter mountains, Abetone ski area is about 56 kilometers away. Of course, low price never means free gift. This property needs renovation. There's no fixed heating system, energy details aren't clearly stated, which means you'll need to understand what it takes to keep it warm in winter. But at a €12,000 entry point, those shortcomings feel more manageable. You still have room in the budget to prioritize heating, check moisture levels, upgrade windows and insulation, and only then think about interior finishes. So here's the quiet question. If you had a place like this, slow living, near lakes and natural parks, with a train station in town, but you had to personally shape it into something comfortable, would you see that as a burden or as an opportunity to build a life that actually moves at your pace? If Piazza El Cerchio feels like a small renovation project wrapped in nature, then Crasciana tells a completely different story. This is a mountain borgo, sitting at around 800 meters above sea level. Narrow stone alleys curve along the hillside. In the afternoon, sunlight falls sideways across old rooftops. The air feels cooler, cleaner, and winter here is truly winter. You're not just buying a house, you're buying elevation. You're buying open views across valleys and mountains. This property is listed at €18,000. The listing mentions 180 square meters commercial space, which usually translates to roughly 120 square meters of actual living space. If you calculate based on the commercial size, that's about €100 per square meter. In this part of Tuscany, that number is extremely low. The average in Bagni di Lucca is around €854 per square meter as of January 2026. Compare that to the province of Lucca at roughly $3,617 and the entire Tuscany region at about $2,619. The gap is even more dramatic than the first property. From a capital perspective, this is a very light entry ticket into Tuscany. The house itself is a 3-level detached property. It has a balcony, a cantina or cellar, and a living room with a fireplace, which makes perfect sense at nearly 800 meters altitude. The southwest exposure helps with sunlight, and in mountain areas, that detail matters more than people realize. The listing describes it as in good condition, but it was built around 1960, so it's important to understand this isn't modern insulation by default. Solid, yes. New standard efficiency, not necessarily. In terms of daily services, Crasciana is about 12 kilometers by road from central Bagni di Lucca. There you'll find Conad City Supermarket, Antica Farmacia Betty, Unicredit, schools, and administrative services. The nearest train station is Stazione di Bagni di Lucca in Fornelli, about 17 kilometers away. If you need a larger hospital, Ospedale San Luca in Lucca is roughly 40 kilometers away. Pisa Airport is about 49 kilometers from Bagni di Lucca, so if you're thinking of this as a second home, accessibility is still reasonable. What strengthens the narrative here is the surrounding landscape. You have Orito di Botri, a well-known natural canyon about 8 kilometers from Bagni di Lucca. The Abetone ski area is roughly 37 to 38 kilometers away, and Bagni di Lucca itself has a long spa tradition, historic thermal baths that give the region a built-in tourism story, even if it's not a mass tourism hotspot. But let's stay realistic. Low purchase price does not automatically mean low operating cost. The energy index isn't provided, and multi-level homes often have uneven heat distribution. At 800 meters altitude, winters are colder than in the plains. If you plan to live here year-round, you'll likely need to think about window upgrades, insulation improvements, or optimizing the heating system. A multi-floor layout also means more structural elements to monitor. Roof, balconies, drainage, all of these should be carefully checked before committing. So honestly, this is not the kind of property for someone who wants to buy, move in, and immediately rent out. Liquidity in small Tuscan borghi is not comparable to Florence or Lucca City. But if what you're looking for is a true mountainscape, a place where you can genuinely detach from urban life, then €18,000 for 180 square meters in Tuscany is a number that many people rethink what's possible. And maybe the real question is this: would you prefer a smaller renovation project near lakes and natural parks, or a multi-level mountain home with its own story and a view that changes with every season right outside your window? Maybe today you went through a very familiar emotional rhythm. At first, curiosity, because the number feels almost too small. Then hesitation. And finally, that quiet question in the back of your mind. If the price is this low, what am I really buying? Not everyone watches until the end because they're hunting for a bargain. Many people stay because they're trying to see something deeper. Out of all the choices out there, is there actually a way to live that feels lighter, not just a new weight added to your shoulders? And that's the point I want to leave with you. This isn't just about property, it's about choosing a different way of living. There's a very clear line between owning to live and owning to carry a burden. Owning to live means the house helps you slow down. The running costs don't keep you awake at night. The weeks pass and you still feel like you're in control of your life. Owning to carry a burden is when you step in because the purchase price looks attractive, and then you get pulled into a chain of upgrades, moisture issues, system replacements, paperwork, constant fixes. And before you know it, the house isn't a place you return to, it's a project that never ends. If you come from markets where the down payment alone takes months of planning, it's completely normal that prices like these feel hard to believe. But outside the hot corridors, where life moves slower, populations aren't growing fast, and speculation doesn't inflate values, numbers like this still exist. It's not magic, it's location, it's market structure, and sometimes it's simply the real condition of the property. The real benefit of choices like these isn't the thrill of buying cheap, it's the possibility of living sustainably. When daily costs are lower, when taxes and maintenance feel manageable, you gain control. You can renovate step by step. You can choose simplicity without giving up warmth, comforts, or privacy. And most importantly, you're not forced to run at the speed of a market that constantly pushes you to hurry. So before we close, let me ask you something. If a place like this existed for you, would you want it to be a home to live in or just a home to own? And what makes you choose that? If you'd like, leave a comment. I read every one of them. Sometimes your perspective makes this journey clearer than any house we show on screen. Thank you for staying until the end. If this slower, more honest perspective feels useful to you, you're welcome to subscribe and continue the journey with us. No rush, no big promises, just opening another door somewhere in Europe and trying to see things a little more clearly and live a little lighter.